Please subscribe. Keep us alive.
Toa Alta, Puerto Rico, a charred body was found at 11:27 p.m. Sunday, August 8 inside a bus that was on the PR 827, kilometer 2.5, in the Ortiz neighborhood, Los Llanos sector, in Toa Alta, the police reported. At the moment, the identity of the person is unknown.
Arroyo, Puerto Rico, a 19-year-old young man was shot and killed in the early hours of Sunday, August 8, while driving his vehicle on a highway in Arroyo, police said. He died in the hospital after being shot while driving his car in the early hours of Sunday.
Christian Rodriguez Vasquez, 31 years old, a Puerto Rican fugitive suspected of shooting a man in the middle of an assault more than 5 years ago, was arrested in the state of Alabama, police said. The crime occurred in 2016 in Rodriguez, Puerto Rico.
Correctional officials stopped an attempted smuggling of heroin by a remote-controlled drone into the Bayamon prison, reported the Secretary of the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, Ana Escobar Pabon. The DCR also reported another seizure of a drone containing drugs at the Ponce Maxima Correctional Institution. At the Ponce prison, a drone was seized yesterday, August 8, that contained controlled substances and cell phones.
Carolina, Puerto Rico, a woman was scammed Sunday, August 8 through a phone call in which she was told that her daughter was kidnapped and had to pay $5,000 to free her, police reported. The woman left $3,000 in a parking lot, as this was all she could obtain with only minutes allowed to act. Often, these scammers will not let the intended target hang up the phone, leaving them with no choice but to comply quickly.
The murder of 10 minors this year, 3 more than those reported for the same period in 2020, is a reflection of the absence of a plan in Puerto Rico to address the problem of violence that, in some instances, places our children and adolescents at risk, professionals who work with young people concluded. The most recent victim was a 16-year-old minor, who was killed early Sunday morning, August 8, after unidentified hitmen shot him in the Villa Evangelina residential area in Manatee, Puerto Rico.
Crisis in the cemeteries. Several municipalities have run out of space for their dead. 12 municipalities do not have space to bury their dead, according to data provided by their mayors. Meanwhile, experts point to poor planning as the reason for the state of the cemeteries. The situation is so severe Governor Pedro Pierluisi declared a state of emergency for Lares, Puerto Rico and other municipalities.
The number of hospitalized for COVID-19 in Puerto Rico woke up Monday, August 9, at 328. This represents an increase of 32 patients compared to Sunday's data and the highest number in several months, according to data from the Puerto Rico Department of Health. The COVID-19 weekly average: 2 deaths, 310 confirmed cases, 325 probable cases, 328 hospitalized. Total deaths to date in Puerto Rico is 2,609. The 5 deaths from COVID-19 registered in the regions of Arecibo, Caguas, and Mayagüez.
Puerto Rico is an archipelago, in other words a group of islands. These islands depend too much on the importation of merchandise and raw materials for economic subsistence. In this case, anyone would think that the country has a robust system in terms of maritime competitiveness. 3 decades ago, the situation at the San Juan docks was different. There were more shipping lines and stevedoring companies, a person employed, or a contractor engaged, at a dock to load and unload cargo from ships. Today, there are only 4 companies left that move domestic cargo, that is, between the United States and Puerto Rico. Presently, the parties involved in the work blockade have not resolved the labor dispute, which has been going on for 18 days. Food distributors, hardware stores and the health sector are some of the most recent industries that are affected after the deadlock between Luis Ayala Colón and Sucres, LAC, and its unionized employees.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Help us survive.